नमस्ते। गोस्वामी तुलसीदास जी द्वारा लिखित रामचरितमानस में चौपाई। आपतकाल परखिए चारी, धीरज धर्म मित्र और नारी। इस आपत्ति के काल में, इस महामारी के समय में जिस तरह से सारी कम्युनिटी इकट्ठी हुई है, यह देखना बहुत ही सुखद भी है, क्योंकि यदि हम परोपकार की दृष्टि से इसको देखें तो व्यास जी ने साफ साफ कहा है, अष्टादश पुराणेषु व्यासस्य वचनं द्वयं परोपकाराय पुण्याय पापाय परपीडनम्। परोपकार के लिए पुण्य अर्जित करना है तो परोपकार करो। यही परोपकार है, यही सेवा है, यही हमारा धर्म है। इसी का हम निर्वाह करें। और हम अपने सभी सेवादारों के लिए, जितने भी वॉलंटियर्स हैं, उन सब से हम प्रभु से प्रार्थना करते हैं। यजुर्वेद में बड़ा ही सुंदर मंत्र है, ओम वर्माणि ते मर्मणाच्छादयामि सोमस्त्वा राजा मृदेनानवस्ताम्मा उरोर्वरीयो वरुणस्ते कृणोतु जयन्तन्त्वानुदेवा मदन्तु। सभी देवी देवता आप सबकी रक्षा करें कि आप इस सेवा का कार्य, धर्म का कार्य आगे सुचारू रूप से हमेशा चलाते रहें। थैंक यू।
Just going to talk about Sewa Day and the role of the Hindu temple. All the shelves were running empty, and also they were working long hours without food because the canteens were closed. So we partnered up with Sewa Day and decided that we would cook meals for the frontline staff. And that's not only just the NHS staff, also some of the City Council frontline staff who were working tirelessly. There was great community support for that initiative. Everyone was willing to make either monetary donations or buy goods to do the Sewa. So we started cooking at the temple, and we were originally doing it 7 days a week, and that wasn't meeting demand. So you can imagine, that there was tremendous demand out there, and all the food was really being appreciated. It wasn't that people can't afford to have it, it was just a need at that time. As time has passed by, demand has increased because there are a greater number of homeless people, and we've got lots of donations, particularly goods, ingredients to do the cookings, and some financial donations. Currently, as we speak today, we are actually preparing in the hall for meals to go out to 115 students, and a food parcel which contains dry foods which they can cook throughout the week. And also we have got 40 meals going out to the homeless. The other thing I should have added is the spirit of the volunteers, the community spirit. Initially I thought there wouldn't be many people because of the pandemic. People are isolating, afraid to come out, and do not want to help. But the response has been phenomenal, and in particular from the younger people. Again, if you look in the community hall today, we've got 7 deliveries, 7 people, volunteers who've come and said they'll take the food out to the various places. We've got some English ladies who are volunteering, helping to pack the food. So there's absolutely tremendous community unity in doing all of this work. So our next project is on Wednesday evenings. We'll have a Sewa Day here at the Monday, where people can come, social distancing, all of the rules will apply. They can come and do their darshans, and they can have a meal, and they can take some food away as well. So that will be on Wednesday evenings. On Fridays we will try and reintroduce the luncheon club, where the elderly can come in, and we'll do even takeaway meals if it's easier. And then the Sunday Sewa we're looking to re-establish again. Obviously all this needs a lot of donations and help as well. So if anyone is willing to make a financial donation to support us, that would be very much appreciated. And you can send a check to the Hindu Temple on 215 Carlton Road, NG2 3FX. Or if you contact Payal or myself, or we can give you the bank's details to make the transfer. So really must emphasize, all this wouldn't have been possible with your help, with the help from the public, to make it possible for us to do the Sewa for the people who need it.
Hi, my name is Bhavesh, Jani. I've been trying to do a lot of charity work, helping out the vulnerable through a number of different projects, particularly the Sewa Day and the Hindu Temple. preparing food parcels for all the students who are struggling at the moment. We get a lot of donations, Gregs and Velcros, all these different types. We've had quite a fair bit of donations given to us. Falcon Cash and Carry. He's donated a lot and given us a lot of things at discounts.
Hello everyone, Sushma here. Today I'm going to be talking about Community Spirit of UK, under which I'm going to be mentioning two remarkable charities, Guru Nanak Mission and Sewa Day, who came forward during this unprecedented times of COVID-19 and helped wonderful people and people in lockdown, isolation who could not go out. Outstanding people have one thing in common, and that is an absolute sense of mission, and volunteers of both these charities are examples of that. So Guru Nanak Mission is basically based on the principles of Guru Nanak Dev, which says Sewa. It is to reach out to people, needy people, help them in every possible way. So Guru Nanak Mission were preparing hot meals and giving and delivering basically to people who were in need, and they were targeting homeless people, stranded international students who could not go back to home. And they were taking donations from people and making sure these donations were reaching out to the needy people. Sewa Day, on the other hand, also based on the principles of Sewa, which is again reaching out to needy people. So they were aiming out to make sure that NHS people, key workers and frontline workers have what they need as a family to feed the family and to work as a family. So they were preparing these hot meals and reaching out to NHS key workers and frontline workers, and also they were making sure that families have the necessities as well. They also created these groups around communities and neighborhood which were reaching out to people who were vulnerable or isolated for any reason, and making sure that they all have the basic necessities. Both Guru Nanak Mission and Sewa Day volunteers have done a remarkable job, and we as a community really thank them from bottom of our hearts, and we appreciate the hard work they have done, and we applaud them for coming out during this difficult times and helping people who were in need. So thank you very much, Guru Nanak Mission and Sewa Day.
Hi everyone, my name is Sanjeev.
And I'm Arti. We've been volunteering with Guru Nanak's mission for the past 4 years. Guru Nanak's mission is a free food kitchen based on the Sikh principle of langar, ensuring food equality to all. Our volunteers come from different faiths and backgrounds, and under normal circumstances, GNM operates 3 times a week on a Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, preparing hot meals for the homeless and the vulnerable. Food is cooked at 3 different locations from 5:30 p.m. onwards, packed for 7 p.m. and then served from 7:30 p.m. onwards on Albert Street opposite Marks and Spencer's in the city centre. On an average, between 70 and 90 meals are cooked every day.
Since March, due to COVID-19 and social distancing, Guru Nanak Mission has had to change its operating procedures. Instead of handing out meals at the city centre, they're now being delivered to individuals, families and hostels, and those that are isolating or require food aid. We have a dedicated admin team who follow up on referrals and coordinate the deliveries for our drivers. Members from the same household cook at the Gurdwara, and these meals are safely delivered by drivers. Over 200 meals have been cooked and up to 40 deliveries made every Monday since March.
You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram. To get involved, please drop us a message. Alternatively, you can support this wonderful cause by donating through our Just Giving fundraiser. Many thanks.
Hello and Namaste. My name is Hetvi Parekh, and I'm one of the lead coordinators in Nottingham for the national Hindu-inspired charity Sewa Day.
Service without any expectations in return, serving the community in a selfless manner. I have been associated with the charity in Nottingham for the last 16 weeks, and in those 16 weeks we have made a tremendous difference in the community. We have served the community in these unprecedented times. We have served the frontline staff in the NHS. We have served food banks. We have helped vulnerable people. We have helped schools, and we have helped children. Not only that, we have also helped the elderly in the care homes. To date, we have donated over 30 tons of food to food banks. We have targeted around 8 to 9 food banks in the city and county. Also, we have supplied food to 14 schools in the city and county. Not only that, we have also made 750 activity packs for vulnerable children in the city and county. Volunteers are a lifeline of Sewa Day, and we could not have achieved all of these things without the support and help of volunteers. So a big thank you to all volunteers and the people in the community who have donated generously. I believe in the law of karma, so if I do good today, good will come back to me. Me, as being part of Sewa Day, don't intend to stop. The journey will continue, the good will continue, and service without expectations will continue in future. If you would like to volunteer for Sewa Day,
please contact us on East Midlands and sewaday.org. Namaste.
thank you.
Hello, I'm Payal Sood. Today on Photo Club India, we bring to you the community spirit of Indians in the UK during the pandemic. This clearly shows how people from different aspects of life stand together united to face the challenging times. We bring to you how various organizations in their unique way stand united in these testing times. Let's start with Hindu Temple, how it played an important role along with lots of other organizations in feeding the needy. There is also an important role played by the Gujrat Samaj that helped the homeless by taking food to them at the city centre and providing support to the stranded students in the UK. We have organisations like the Medicalsupplydirect UK, which is an organisation created by the doctors who understood the complexity of shortage of PPE in the NHS. They worked and coordinated with lots of other organizations and provided PPE, hand sanitizers and gloves to the NHS during the pandemic. We also have organization like Kanada Balaga, which in its unique way raised funds to support the artists who lost their income during the pandemic. They also organized online virtual charity events to support organizations in the UK and in India. Photo Club India salutes all of these volunteers who worked tirelessly and helped everybody during these difficult times. Thank you.
Hi Payal and Sushma, and hello to the Photo Club India viewers. I'm Kashemeera and I'm going to tell you a bit more about the activities of the Gujrat Samaj Nottingham during COVID-19. We decided as a faith group and voluntary group that we wanted to support the vulnerable of Nottingham during COVID-19, and we decided we would focus our efforts on two particular groups, one being the homeless of Nottingham and the other being international students, particularly Indian international students who were essentially stranded here in Nottingham when they couldn't get flights back home, as the UK and India both went into lockdown quite quickly. So what we did is we worked with partners across the city. We had relationships set up with Hindu Temple Nottingham, a Gurudwara where a lady called Kamal Auntie would cook for us, cook some meals each week. Also Tracy's Kitchen, a well-established catering organisation that supports the homeless, a relatively new catering outfit that does private functions called Shittles Foods, who also helped cook meals for the homeless and the international students on a weekly basis. So we basically got together as a group and started this initiative where we would deliver meals once a week to the homeless in the city centre, about 80 meals and about 100 meals or up to 100 meals for students at different points across the city on a Sunday. And we did this regularly each week throughout the pandemic and the lockdown. we decided that the Indian students were struggling in different ways, obviously, from the homeless, and whilst one meal a week was not going to change everything for them, it did show that we were here and we cared, and they could share their worries with us and perhaps relate to us as a surrogate family. Our volunteers have really worked tirelessly, and our partners as well. We could not have done this without them, so pat on the back to everyone, really, a really good team effort. So that's a bit about the Gujrat Samaj and what we've been doing. I hope that Photo Club India will take a greater interest in our activities in the future, and I look forward to speaking to Payal and Sushma a bit more often in the near future. See you guys and good luck.
Hello everyone, I'm Rani Prajwala. I'm a doctor specializing in obstetrics and gynecology and a busy mom of 2, and I live in Nottingham. When the coronavirus pandemic started, it was apparent that healthcare workers everywhere were facing acute shortage of PPE or personal protective equipment, and I really wanted to contribute to help alleviate this problem. And this was the time when a fellow medic, Jasmine Ho, got in contact with me on Facebook, and I joined a small group of like-minded individuals, mostly comprising of medics and medical students, and we set up an organization called Medicalsupplydirect UK. The main aim of our organization was to collect PPE donations from non-healthcare sectors like universities, schools, construction businesses, and health and beauty sectors, and divert it to healthcare workers in hospitals, care homes, and GP practices. And we have really grown as an organization since, and we have delivered in excess of 200,000 PPE so far. We also have 200 plus volunteers working in various teams, helping and coordinating with this effort. So I'm very proud of my association and work with Medicalsupplydirect UK, and it is a real testament as to how a small grassroots level organization can successfully contribute to fight against the global pandemic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sumana Narain, Cultural Secretary of Kanada Balaga UK, an organization and registered charity which was set up in 1983. Over the years, through the generous contribution of our members and the community, we have been able to support many charities in the UK like Cancer Research, British Heart Foundation, ActionAid, and many more charities back home in India like Manonandana Trust, which helps children with learning difficulties. Kanada Balaga also helps in providing education and free midday meals to school children in Dharwad, Northern Karnataka. During the Corona crisis period, Kanada Balaga has hosted many online events and raised funds for charities like Akshay Patra Foundation, which is a feeding program and aims to provide cooked meals and packed grocery kits for thousands of needy people. The amount raised was fund matched by Infosys Foundation, and together we were able to donate £7,500 to Akshay Patra Foundation. We also organized an online event involving the Southern film superstar Kicha Sudeep, who came online and interacted with many of his fans across the globe, spread over 25 countries. And through this event, we were able to raise £2,500, which went to Kicha Sudeep Foundation, which is also a registered charity which supports artists and technicians who are facing financial difficulties through this lockdown period. We have also hosted many musical events and comedy events to keep the spirits up and keep us going. We'll continue to host many such events throughout the lockdown period to engage the community and raise funds. Further information can be found on our website www.kanadabalaga.org.uk. Many thanks to Photo Club India and Payal Sood for the opportunity. Thank you.
It's been very satisfying, and